Uh, hey, what's going on? Hey, what's going on? My name's Recto. Welcome back to Hogwarts Legacy. Today we are doing some homework. I gotta get some assignments done, because, reasons. Go ahead and get this chest over here. I still feel bad for those things.
You did away with all those dark wizards? Oh, I can't believe it.
Hello.
Oh, hello. Whew. Sorry I'm in a bit of a tizzy. I was just scolding some of the plants for spitting and nipping. I suppose it's my own fault for putting more than 4 to a tray. By the way, Beatrice Green is the name, but you may address me as Madam Green. Welcome to Dogweed and Deathcap. Oh, mind you don't knock the mandrakes. Oh, if there wasn't the constant demand for antidotes, I wouldn't need to stock so many of the little dears. Except, of course, for curses. And, well, if you've been petrified, then obviously you've come to the right place. Mind you don't knock the mandrakes. Oh, if there's an uprooting, you'll be the next one to drop dead, and I'm in no mood for a clear-up.
Okay.
What do you have for sale?
Well, what say we show you some of what's available? But your things will be safe with me, till they're sold. Then you'll have to make do with money.
Confringo! Potato! Stupefy! Incendio! Accio! Levioso! Confringo!
Of course, I need level 3 in order to do that.
Stop right there! Now, where did I set my traps? Was it Lower Hogsfield or Upper? No one likes me.
You'll never... I'll watch the light go out of your eyes. Does it...
I know all about you and your violent streak.
Assignment 2 finished.
Someone...
I know you. You're a slick luck. Nothing more than luck.
Incendio! Potato!
Stop fetching around like a pennywig.
Let's play Ready to...
Nothing more than luck.
Accio! Incendio! Confringo!
She turned herself into a fucking animal? Huh.
Accio! Confringo! Incendio! Potato!
Admirable trick.
Accio! Incendio! Confringo!
Well, that's all I needed to get done for class.
I'll be off to the tavern after this.
Revelio.
What animal hangs out here?
Betting on the dragon fights was the best decision I've made yet. This had better not be it. You! What do you think you're doing?
Accio. Confringo. Levioso.
Here to show me.
Revelio.
Nothing must hang out here, but what is the question?
If we can't agree on something amongst ourselves, how on earth are we?
Confringo. Accio.
Afraid?
Levioso. The beasts around here can sleep a bit easier now. Confringo! Revelio.
No matter. Might as well head back to school, turn in these assignments. Probably get more of them.
I'd rather go alone.
To a dance?
Hello there. Perhaps you can help me.
Perhaps I can't. I'm already doing a bunch of other side quests. I don't need a side quest on top of a side quest on top of a side quest next to another side quest. Oh, this is my favorite teacher. I'm coming to turn this in.
Wonderful to see you again.
Hey, what up, Teach, with your fine looking self?
I've completed my assignments, Professor.
Pleased to hear it. Professor Weasley will be too. I'll be sure to let her know how well you're coming along.
Thank you, Professor.
Professor Hecat tells me she taught you Levioso, so you should be ready for a more advanced levitation charm. Wingardium Leviosa requires a bit of concentration and a nice, graceful wand movement. Let's see you try your hand at it. When executed correctly, you should be able to pick up boulders as though they were sprigs of sneezewort.
Neat. Oh, okay, that's cool.
Well done!
Hey, yo.
Feel free to practice Wingardium Leviosa here in the greenhouse. I've set some crates out for you in the next room.
I got something I like to see levitating. Oh shit, dude.
Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa.
You're a natural.
Am I?
Professor Garlic, a moment of your time?
The plants are resting, so now's as good a time as any.
I was wondering, what made you want to teach herbology?
How lovely of you to ask. I've always had an affinity for greenery, so this situation is a bit of a dream come true. After graduation, I was thrilled to be asked to step in for my old herbology professor. He'd had a slight accident, you see.
Oh dear. A shame for him, but it worked out well for you.
Well, he never cared, really cared for the plants, and they could sense it. Oh, you'd be surprised how perceptive a plant can be. At any rate, the trouble began one day when he cut into a wigan tree. Unfortunately for him, its leaves were hiding a bowtruckle. You may recall the marvelous creatures that resemble a twig. The little beast gouged the professor's eyes quite fiercely, but terrifying, I'd imagine. Likely for the professor, too.
And that's when you took over as the herbology professor?
Well, not quite. After 3 weeks at St. Mungo's, my predecessor regained a tiny bit of his eyesight. He insisted on returning to the greenhouse. Within a week, he claims by accident, kicked a Chinese chomping cabbage, so it was back to St. Mungo's for him.
What a string of bad luck.
Well, I felt awful for him, but I dare say I felt a bit more sympathy for the cabbage. Upon his discharge from the hospital, his indifference to plants had turned to utter disdain. He lost what little patience he had left with a particularly temperamental venomous tentacula and, well, his resulting leave of absence continues to this day.
I'm glad everything worked out as it did and that you're the herbology professor now.
Very kind of you to say. I do love these gardens and helping my students grow. Lovely speaking with you. Have a wonderful day. Oh, and remember, be kind to your wigan trees.
Alright. Neat. I got more assignments to turn in though, so right. Wingardium Leviosa.
How did you get on with those tasks?
Need to know.
Madam Kagawa, I completed the list of tasks you assigned.
Wonderful. I trust you became more familiar with your broom through the process?
Yes, Professor.
That's good to hear. Keep it up, and perhaps one day you'll have a spot on the Quidditch team. If Black ever permits Quidditch again. Well, with those tasks out of the way, let us get started. Glacius. Pay attention to your wand work. Well done. I'd recommend that you practice your new spell here in my office before taking it out into the world.
Okay.
Places.
There you go. Catching on quickly.
Accio. Confringo. Places.
I think it's learned its lesson.
Accio.
But do continue to practice as long as you
Wingardium Leviosa.
Kinesthesia is a powerful learning tool.
Okay, so I can only use Wingardium Leviosa on objects, not on the people. Good to know, because I definitely would have taken that out there and looked like a dingus.
Incendio. Accio. Places. Confringo. Incendio. Accio. Places. Confringo. Accio. Incendio. Places. Confringo. Accio. Incendio.
Yeah, bet you never seen wand magic like that. Next assignment I have to turn in.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
It's still showing Halloween, so... Well, this game probably isn't live service. I probably was supposed to beat this game, I don't know, maybe freaking months ago. But I didn't.
Have you finished your assignments?
Yes, sir.
I finished the tasks, Professor.
Well, well. I trust you are meticulous in your efforts. After all, shortcuts only ever lead to shortcomings.
Yes, sir, of course.
Good. Ordinarily, I'd say it's not my concern either way, but you... I want to make sure you're well prepared. Talent and resolve are a potent combination. It would be a shame to let that go to waste.
Thank you, Professor.
Don't let it go to your head. Now, let's see how you fare with Diffindo. Wand at the ready.
Focus. Diffindo can be dangerous if you're not paying attention. Very good. It seems you have a grasp on Diffindo. I would encourage you once again to practice here in the classroom, for your sake and that of everyone else.
Accio. Defender.
It's a pleasure to have a student who actually heeds instruction.
Accio.
As I mentioned earlier, Diffindo can be versatile but dangerous.
Good to see you continuing to practice.
Glacius! Accio! Confringo! Defendo!
Nice. Defendo and Glacius. Defendo, Glacius, Defendo.
See ahead of time how bored I'd be in divination class.
Who's that? Like I met them yet. Why is she looking like that?
Knowledgeable.
Hello, Adelaide. How are you and your uncle doing?
Very well, thanks to you. The more I learn about Ranrock's foul lot, the more astounded I am that my uncle survived. I looked back over his old owls and noticed that they included pertinent details about his rare metal deposits. I believe that Ranrock's fiends were after those deposits and that they needed my uncle's knowledge. He was willingly going to rot away in that cell to keep me safe.
It was nothing at all, Adelaide. I'm just glad your uncle's safe.
So am I. Seeing him again was such a relief. I told him that he must remain vigilant from now on. I, for one, can't help but look over my shoulder now whenever I leave the castle grounds.
I hope those assignments...
I've completed all of my tasks, Professor Onai.
Very well done. Although I must admit, I did have something of a premonition that you would follow through. Now, as you have no doubt sharpened your perception by completing my assignment, I am curious, based upon the knowledge that one's present and even one's past may reveal traces of what is to come. What do you see in your own future?
There will be hardship, I'm sure of it. But I see triumph in the end.
A measured perception. Very wise. Nothing worthwhile is ever easy, and that is why such futures are worth striving for. But this talk of tomorrow should not divert us from your present success. I shall inform our good deputy headmistress of your exemplary performance. And if that performance is any omen of what your future may hold, then I, for one, see great things. Channel your magic towards your targets. You have it! Now, why not practice the new spell on the training dummy?
Descendo!
Excellent. I think you have it.
Descendo.
At some point, you must
Confringo. Defendo.
and put your newly won
Glacius.
outside of the classroom.
Descendo. Confringo. Defendo. Glacius. Descendo.
Cool. I like it. Going down to Hogsmeade.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade? Hello, Serona. I received your owl. How are you?
Hello, my friend. Did you ever find Lodgok?
I did, thank you. We had a good conversation. He sends you his best.
Glad to hear it. I shan't ask for details of your little chat, and I'll refrain from telling you to be careful yet again. But I hope you will be, whatever your plans.
Of course. Your owl mentioned you're needing my help with something?
I do. I thought you might be just the person to do a favour for my friend Dorothy Sprottle in Upper Hogsfield.
I don't believe I've met Mrs. Sprottle.
She's lovely. Her late husband Aidan was a friend of my father's. In fact, I'd stay with Dot and Aidan the summers I waited tables here as a student. I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been so busy lately, I've not been as attentive as I'd have liked. I wonder if you might pop in and see her. She may need some help collecting ingredients for her supply of Wiggenweld potion. And you could retrieve something of mine in the process. A box, full of old letters and such.
I'll try to go and see her when I can.
It would mean the world to me, and to Dorothy. Aidan was bringing the box of letters to me when he was taken ill. Dot can tell you where he might have dropped it. You'll find the hamlet just north of Hogsmeade. Please do give Dot my love.
Alright. Catching all these damn sagas, I gotta do one at a time. Right?
Revelio.
Let's get it.
Nothing like being young and...
Who lived here, I wonder? Upper Hogsfield.
Bardo Beaumont should have returned by now. Had by dark wizards he was.
Hello, Mrs. Sprottle. Actually, Serona Ryan asked if I'd come and see you.
Oh, dear Serona, a gem. Has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld potion.
And she's correct. My darling Aidan used to collect hawklumps for me. Since he died, my supply has dwindled.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mrs. Sprottle.
Oh, thank you. Love of my life. A bit lost without him. If you wouldn't mind gathering some hawklumps for me, I'd be happy to compensate you for your time.
Believe it or not, I have some with me.
Oh, thank you. How wonderful. The travelling vendors will be thrilled to replenish their stock of Wiggenweld potion.
Sirona also mentioned that Mr. Sprottle was bringing her a box of letters when he fell ill.
Indeed he was. I'd almost forgotten. I stumbled upon it just before Aidan died. He was hoping to go through it with Sirona over a butterbeer or two. Those two were always like two bowtruckles in a branch. Aidan took ill when he was collecting hawk clumps on his way to see her. He made it home, but I fear he dropped the box in the cavern. The cavern is in the hills just southwest of our hamlet. You can gather hawk clumps and collect the box of letters there.
Thank you, Mrs. Sprottle.
Thank you. I'll be here if you are able to collect those hawk clumps. I and the vendors I help would greatly appreciate it.
Okay. Time to go collect those horror clumps.
This must be the cavern Mrs. Sprottle mentioned.
Oh, this is disturbing. Definitely won't find anything nice in here.
Comes to Mrs. Sprottle, but I still need to visit the cave to find... Better have a look around. See about the hawk clumps and the box of letters.
Confringo!
That's all the hawk clumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased.
I didn't even know I could swim in this game. I love exploring dark, dank caves as a wizard. Hey, y'all.
Either I'll have to fight that troll, or hold it all together. Got to do it to him.
Places. Confringo. Defender. Places. Potato.
Get wrecked.
Rest easy, my large friend.
That was a fun fight. Wasn't that cool, Jenny? That was so cool, Jenny. Wasn't it, Jenny?
I should take this box of letters to Sirona. She'll be glad to have it back.
Went down in a cave, blew up a few walls, and got all this shenanigans.
Descendo. Places.
How would you like to learn the knockback jinx flipendo? Once you've completed the necessary tasks, come and find me in the greenhouse.
Shit.
Oh, no, you don't.
Come here, you motherfucker. I got a unicorn!
I'll look after you.
Revelio.
I got a unicorn, I got a unicorn, doo-da, doo-da, I got a unicorn, da-da-da-da. I got me a unicorn.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Have a look around. I'll be with you in just a minute. Well, what say we show you some of what's available? Doors always open. You be sure to...
Going Harvard Fluxweed.
Soon.
Which, from the grain dude, I probably have to go to the grain dude. Fluxweed, I think that's what that is. Think of all these damn assignments. Shit.
What will I do without her?
What the fuck am I stuck on? There we go.
Welcome. Come on in. Now, where was I? Right. Oh, yes.
That's what the teachers would say.
I'll fix him. That charm grinder.
I wish I had the courage to go into the forest.
Hello, Serona. I have good news. I was able to provide your friend Mrs. Sprottle with some hawk lumps for her Wiggenweld potion, and I found your box of letters.
Oh, thank you. I knew you were the one to ask.
I'm glad I could be of help. Mrs. Sprottle sends her best.
Don't know what I'd have done without her and Aiden. thank you again for helping her and for returning this box of letters. It's nice to reflect on good memories.
You're welcome. Alright then, I think I'm gonna call this one here, so I hope you enjoyed your Saturday, and if you did, smash that like button, tell your friends, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, and I'll talk to you all in the next one.